I just realized I got candy in my mouth. Peppermint. Welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin. I'm so glad you guys tuned in today. There's not a lot going on at the moment, but I just walked outside to take Buddy potty. I mowed yesterday? No, Saturday, 2 days ago. And then I was like, I got an edge. I didn't really feel like it today. Been just doing a lot of housework. It's a Monday. And then I just came out here. The tree trimming is really on my mind. Remember we talked about these trees in I think the last video. And so it's on my mind. Jack's been in touch with the trimmers or the company, and you know, he'll get a date for me here very soon. But I'm already thinking I got to start pulling things out of the yard, out of that side of the yard over there, the food forest section. And then I was like, you know what? I need space. I need to put a bunch of pots somewhere. And I'm thinking this is going to be a really, really good place. This is house garden. I have this monstrosity of a tomato plant. It's huge. I mean, it was probably 10 by 10 or 8 by 10. These are the only blooms I actually found on them. And I almost didn't pull the trigger on it, but I was like, you know what? It's only got a couple blooms. They may not even stay. I'm just going to pull the whole thing out. And I'm going to pull some tomatillas here in a minute. There are 3 watermelons over here, and I think I'm going to pull 1, maybe 2. I'm not sure. There's one back there. Hold on. There's one right there. There's one right here. They're still kind of small. They're only like 5-6 pounds. Oops. I may just go ahead and pull this out. I know, or not. Maybe I'll leave her. And then we have, Buddy heard me. This one's definitely the smallest of the 3. And yeah, I think I'll pull those 2. I'll put them in the fridge. Find something cool to do with them. I already have the watermelon sorbet we made for Father's Day weekend. I have a good bit of that left. But, oh, I don't know. Somebody sent me a recipe. I can't even remember now because it was on Instagram Reels. I watched so many of those at a single time. But anyhow, I'll go back and look that up and make something with that watermelon. Oh, fruit roll-ups. That's what it was, watermelon fruit roll-ups. And doesn't that sound good? That'd be a really good kid snack. And so I think I'm going to do that. Here's the tomatillas. I forgot which variety this was, but I got several, and they already came off, some of them. This plant is such a pollinator friendly. Do you see the bees on it? The bees absolutely love. I'll put it down below, whatever variety. I bought it like a good year or so ago. Yeah, about this time last year. And it grew like bonkers over here in the fall garden. And then, in fact, it grew so much we couldn't even eat all of it. I gave some to the chickens, and then I've got some over here in the old coop area, right here. You can see the yellow blooms still producing. And I think there was one way back there. Oh, I might have pulled that one, or it's right there. Something like that. Oh, I see the tips, the yellow tips over there, the yellow blooms. So, whoo, that heat is coming on strong. So anyhow, I think I'm gonna clear this up a little bit and get my pots put in here. Oh, I should tell you, okay, so this is pink Sunday salvia, and I just put it in here to have a little bit of color, keep the pollinators happy through the summer, and it was doing that. Maybe not as much as that tomatilla, but anyhow, I'm debating whether or not to cut these back a little bit. They're looking less than prime. But oh boy, have they been just beautiful to look at for a good 6 weeks or so. In this pot is my stevia, and I am not certain, but I gotta do some research. I think I should probably cut this back a little bit, and then it does bloom in the fall, but I think, oh no, maybe I missed my window. Look at this. There we go, there's the blooms. So maybe it was, I missed my window to harvest, or I can harvest some of it like this. But I have found that it has self-sown itself about 4 feet away. I put this little stake there to remind me it's replanted itself right there. But that's cool. I do want to grab some stevia and preserve that and make some sort of, sweetener for the house. Being a gardener has really pushed my limits in the kitchen. I've really learned so much about canning and preserving and dehydrating and even a little bit about freeze drying, even though I don't have a freeze dryer personally. So anyhow, let's get a couple of these things out of here. These are definitely not the biggest tomatillas. I think the fall ones were bigger. They look big, but when you squeeze them, they're not quite that big. Maybe I should wait a little longer. Although these that drop, man, they should be fair game. Yeah, they're tiny. That one doesn't even have anything on the inside. All right, maybe we leave these a little longer. I just need a few. I'll make some salsa with them. These watermelon, okay, they do have a yellow, I don't know if y'all can see that, a little yellow bit. The tendril, not really. Oh, I see stink bug. No, go away. Not really dried, but maybe just a touch underripe there. I should have done that before I cut it. Oh, now this tendril's done. Ooh, that one sounds very different. Listen to the difference. See how that's lower? That's what more ripe. Now this one, not done. Okay, we're not gonna touch that one. But we got this one, and I think we'll make our fruit roll-ups with this. Wonder, I don't see any other super big ones. I know there's about 3 over in that area, somewhere there. Ooh, and I've been harvesting roselle. Gotta do a video for you on that. Look at the red tips on that. That's so beautiful. So on this one, the tendril is dried up. So let's look for the other signs. Yeah, it does have a yellow bottom. Boy, that's dense. I can't tell. But I'm going to cut it based on the tendril. These are really not big. These are only about 4 or 5 pounds. But for, secondary watermelons, they're really not too bad. These are just little personal lunchbox watermelons. They don't get big anyhow. 12 is a max. All right, so here's how you know when your watermelon's done. This is not my personal thing. I got this off the internet with Daisy Creek channel. He's a farmer, commercial farmer up there, I think in North Carolina. Anyhow, he says, let the tendrils die. Also, Mr. Haas from growhaas.com, he also says the same thing. Let the tendrils die. You look for this yellow spot on it, and then you listen to the thump. And I think this just comes with time and practice. See, I don't We might let that one sit an extra day, but that low thump, definitely ready. I left the other one on the vine. I went in the house and I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I sort of missed the mark. I should show you what they look like. So I'm gonna, let's see, do I want to do it this way? It's white. That is weird. White? What? I've never had a white watermelon. Did I get a strange seed? You know, come to think of it, those other watermelon did have stripes on them. These have almost not. Oh man, hold on. Let's see. This is the one I thought for sure we were ripe with. I've never seen this. Must have been totally unripe. Oh man. Yeah, not ripe. But this is so strange. I'm sorry I picked it now. It's kind of sweet. I mean, I'll still make a product out of it, but it's like a mild sweet. I can't say it's bad. That's definitely wasn't ready. Oh my, I messed that up. Makes me wonder about this one. Should we do it? I'm just, oh. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one, the one I thought was this. Oh, okay, now I have a mystery. This one's really good. And look how red it is, almost all the way to the rind. So this one's ready. Oh my gosh. Okay. What the heck happened here? Do you see the difference in size here if I put them right next to each other? What in the world? Why is this? I wonder if this was like a different variety seed in my seed packet. I don't know. Okay, your guess is as good as mine. I'd love to see the comments from you guys. What do you think? Okay, I'm stopping the video here because, you know, you hear about Pinterest fails, but I will tell you that, well, part of it was a fail on my part, but not by much. I think they also did quite a bit of lying in their Instagram video. So here's what was left of the pulp after I strained out the liquid. There's very little pulp in there, and it's filled with seeds. All those little white seeds, she shows like a perfect little pulp. And so I was like, oh, that's chicken garbage, you know what I mean? I did use half of that white one, and then the other half I'm also just gonna give to the chickens. Just give them a treat. It was sweet, but it wasn't sweet enough compared to this. This one, actually, once I started dividing all the seeds out of it and cutting it up, I was like, this is almost overripe. It was so perfectly ripe. And then, oh, I don't know, maybe it was a quarter cup of lemon juice, and then half a cup of honey. And believe it or not, this just makes a really nice summer drink. So it's not all for naught. I'm really kind of disappointed in the recipe. I don't know who made it, but I mean, there's just not enough of anything to do a fruit roll up with that garbage. So be careful if you see that Instagram reel or wherever. Maybe it originated on TikTok or something. But anyhow, I am going to put this in the fridge, and we can drink a healthy, well, it was healthy until I put all that honey in it. You know, it's just a half a cup of honey, and I could probably cut this down with a little bit more water, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I probably, when I went back and looked, I think when you do the puree out, that's after that step, she did the lemon and honey, and I did mine before I did the sifting. But either way, I wouldn't have kept this. And I would have been trying to figure out what to do, make a drink with this one. So, all right, I think on that note, we're gonna end this video here so you can kind of see just what's going on today and keep updated. I'll try to do the garden tour, finish it up, part 2, on a day when we have a little bit more shade or cloud cover. So maybe tonight or tomorrow. Anyhow, with that being said, take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Come on, bud.